set my heart afire.
Hey ho ho, ShellSp0nge here, welcome back to another video. Today we will be watching Mothballed. He is an Australian slash Asia community contributor. He streams on Twitch, so I'll be putting his links down below in the description. So today he is playing in the Eagles 7. He is playing on the map Live Oaks, and it looks like, yeah, he's in a small game, so 13 versus 13. Okay, so the shells of this tank, so he's got a full standard shell loadout, no premium rounds, so he's just got these shells do 240 HP on average, and it has 172 millimeters of penetration. Now the gold rounds do have an extra, has 207 millimeters of penetration and a little bit more shell velocity. No, shell velocity is exactly the same, never mind, I just skip over that. And the high explosive, which he has 4 of, does 320 average HP. It has and does average penetration of 45 millimeters. So at the start here, Mothballed actually was unsure on where to start off with. As we can see here on the mini map, the Skoda has gone down this 9-0 line on his own, and Mothballed looks like he feels like he's got to support this Skoda. He tries to put a couple pot shots into the LT432, which is quite low health. We hold Alt down here, yep, so he's low health on the minimap. Oh, look, there he goes. That's the team's first kill. So this tank, I personally think it's a bit of a mediocre tank. I will admit I haven't played it for a while. I've got quite a bit of rust on it, but I actually seem to struggle in these kind of tanks. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I believe it's got a somewhat of a strong turret, like you can hold down a little bit, but you can't really be too aggressive in this thing. It is a bit more of a support vehicle. It is quite good at long range, so you can snipe from a distance. It does have good dispersion and whatnot. Anyway, enough about the tank. Mothballed, this is about you, mate. So he has managed to come down here in 909, and he is currently supporting the Skoda. Which Skoda is it? The Skoda T56. So Mothballed he did get spotted. He's trying to see if he can spot out this charioteer that has been spotted down this end. He's quite unsure if there's any other tank along here. It's just he doesn't really want to poke out and, you know, get shot by multiple different tanks. He does spot out the charioteer, gets some spotting assistance. The Skoda puts 1 shell into it. Mothballs gets 1 shot into it, 261 damage. Takes a returning shot from the charioteer, 352, but Mothball can reload quite quickly. Puts a second shot back in. Charioteer, does he get that another shot off? He does. Unfortunately, he takes another 371 damage off our hero Mothball here. That leaves him down to 477 HP. Skoda is really telling Mothball to fall back here, but honestly there's nothing that Mothball can do. If he starts falling back, the enemy team's just going to still rush him and try and kill him out anyway, so they're better off just standing their ground and doing as much damage as they can here. Artillery shell does come in and does stun Moth, but Moth doesn't actually use his med kit to take her out of that stun. It's all good. He does take a pot shot at the Iron Arnie, but does miss. Super Pershing now starts. Oh, that's not Super Pershing. That's a T26E5. My apologies. Okay, so yeah, so Mothball did take a shot at the miss, but gets the entire lot of spotting on that T26E5 with the tank destroyers and the T20 that's camping back here, with Moth actually doing all the spotting. Spotting for himself, he gets all the spotting because they're not really spotting back there on their own. So Moth gets his first kill on the Iron Arnie with the support of the Skoda T56 that was really telling him to fall back, but those two tanks alone, plus the camping TDs and the medium that they had back there, they all managed to defend this flank, and now they're pushing forward. They can see a Cheery at the back there, and it's just like, oh, there's our next target. Let's roll in and try and take out this tank. At this point, the team score is 8-0 to Mothball's team, so Moth is currently winning. Moth is still down to 477 HP, has done 830 damage of his own. He's got 2,338 spawning. The Skoda T56 does put a shell into the Cheery. Mothball does manage to get a shot into the Cheery himself, does an extra 225 damage. The Skoda rushes him while the Cheery is stunned and puts one shell in, doesn't quite kill him. The Skoda takes a few little hits there. Oh, that was from the AMX 1375 that was over in the water. Anyways, this is, again, we keep going off Mothball. Mothball takes out the Cheery, gets his third kill of the game. Where did the second kill come from? He killed two. He killed three tanks. What was his? Wow, I've really lost it. Yeah, that's Mothball's third kill. Anyway, shows how much I'm going off track here. There's 3 tanks left on the enemy team. One of them is an artillery and 2 tank destroyers. The Charioteer is low health. The SU-152, which has got a big old dangerous gun, you see. You don't really want to get shot by that. Is still full health. So the artillery goes down, the Charioteer goes down, and that leaves the SU-152. SU-152 is camping over there at K2. Looks like the T-20 possibly spotted it, or the Struve S1. Mothball manages to get one shot in, but that's all he's going to get in, unfortunately, and the AMX AC-46 gets that kill on that one. Alrighty, that's that, and I'll see you in the post-game results and see what he did. Alrighty, here we are on the post-game results. So, Mothball managed to get an ace in this game. He got a spotter medal, he got a bruiser medal, he got a fire for effect, and he also got the Lever Has Say So medal. I cannot pronounce that whatsoever. So you destroyed 2 enemy tank or tank destroyers with a medium tank in 1 battle. That's got to be at least 1 tier higher and can be attained in random battles only. So, as we said, Mothball managed to do 1,389 damage. It's about midway down. The Skoda T56 that was supporting him managed to actually get the top of the score with 4,377, so well done to him. That was 1,161 base experience. Most of that experience and that ace come from all the spotting he did, so that's 2,338 experience spotting assistance. He fired 14 shots, 9 hit, 8 penned, 1,389 damage as we mentioned, and he did also manage to make a nifty profit, 144,883 credits after tax of firing just those standard rounds, no premium rounds whatsoever. It's good to actually see a game without any premium rounds fired whatsoever. Alrighty, that's the replay, that's the video. Thanks for watching, everyone. This was a bit of a bonus video just because I didn't actually record a video last week. I had no voice, as I mentioned in the previous video. If you haven't watched it, I'll put a thing on the top right hand corner. It's about playing low tier in the OP SU-76i. So make sure you flick over and watch that video as well. Thank you again. Thank you everyone for watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, a comment. It all helps. It all helps. I love reading comments and reacting back to them and having all that there. So yeah, it puts a smile on my face. Okay. Anyway, that's me. Thanks for watching again, and peace out.